Good evening. The news was expected, but that didn't make it any less devastating.
I'm making a decision based on the desire to ensure that the northern cod survives as a species.
6 generations down the line passed down, and he's done nothing but shit to us.
Anger, fear, desperation. The early days of a new era in Newfoundland and Labrador. John Williams remembers them well. It was hell for this former fisherman who had 3 small kids.
It was a pretty sad time, like, you know, that you weren't going to be going fishing anymore, and we didn't know how long. And like, if someone said it might be 2 years, it might be 5 years, but I said, that's it. So the advisor says it's going to be a lot longer than that.
Fishermen were outraged at the federal compensation plan, $225 a week. Williams organized a protest on Canada Day in 1992 to send a message to Fisheries Minister John Crosbie. Instead, Williams landed a front row seat to political history.
I didn't take the fish from the goddamn water.
Those words have followed John Williams for 30 years, sometimes as a joke, other times a painful reminder of what he lost for meager compensation.
Just when he went picking blueberries. You know, I mean, it was idiotic.
Even today, I know they hope, but I also know they fear, and that's where we have to help them. We have to give them enough knowledge to eradicate that fear.
After 1992, governments pumped money into retraining fishermen. The programs helped some find new careers, but were largely met with resistance.
What are they retraining us for? I'm a man now, say 50-year-old. What are they retraining me for?
People like Richard Clements in Petty Harbour weren't willing to let go. Now nearing 80, Clements still makes a living filleting fish, but for a supermarket. With no fish plant in his hometown, a centuries-old way of life slipped away.
Oh, it was desperate. It really, Petty Harbour then really almost became a ghost town nearly. No boats going in and out, no one working. It wasn't a good feeling, believe me.
With few job prospects, people fled fishing towns. 10% of the province's population left, and conversations about resettlement caught fire in places like Great Harbour Deep.
Anybody that can see a future here, I think they're kidding themselves, because I don't see a future here.
Like thousands of Newfoundlanders, Pam Robson had to consider what was best for her kids. They hung on until 2002 and then took a government resettlement offer.
They had a great lifestyle growing up, but it was just not feasible. But I'll always be home, always.
If there was a positive from the moratorium, Robson says it's the kids who found new opportunities. That baby on her knee is now a social worker in Labrador.
Pam, how happy are you to see how things turned out for her?
Very happy.
Yeah.
She makes me proud.
And
it's been 30 years, and ask John Williams or Richard Clements or Pam Robson, and they'll tell you the biggest loss wasn't fish nor money. It's the things that they couldn't pass down to their kids and grandkids. Like a moratorium on tradition. Ryan Cooke, CBC News, St. John's.